Have you ever seen someone your age driving a nice car, living in a beautiful apartment, posting their income on social media, and selling life insurance? That's Juliano Massarelli, known as the Wolf of Insurance. He started at 18 years old, no degree, no connections, no experience. And in his first month selling life insurance in the United States, he made over $20,000. Now, before you scroll away, thinking that sounds like another social media lie, let me break down exactly how this works. Because life insurance sales in America is one of the most overlooked income opportunities for young people right now. And most people have no idea it even exists. Hey, I'm Carl, and on this channel I talk about real ways to make real money. Today we're talking about life insurance sales, specifically how someone with no degree, no experience, and no money can get licensed, start selling, and build an income that most people with college degrees will never see. Let's start with the basics. What is a life insurance agent? A life insurance agent sells policies to people who want to protect their families financially. If the policyholder dies, their family gets a payout, and the agent who sold that policy gets paid a commission, a very large commission. This is not like selling products on Amazon or delivering food on weekends. This is a commission structure that can pay you more for one conversation than most people make in a month. Here's what the math actually looks like. Let's say someone buys a life insurance policy that costs them $150 a month. That's $1,800 a year in premium. As an independent agent with a good contract, you earn around 100% of that first year premium as commission. That's $1,800 from one sale, one conversation. Now let's say you close 5 of those in a week. That's $9,000 in commissions from 5 conversations in 1 week. And that's just final expense, the entry-level product. The high earners like Juliano sell something called Indexed Universal Life, IUL for short. These are bigger, more complex policies. A client paying $10,000 a year in premium on an IUL pays the agent roughly $9,000 in first-year commission. One sale, one policy, $9,000. Now, I'm not telling you it's easy. It's not. Most people who try to sell life insurance quit in their first year, not because the opportunity isn't real, but because they don't treat it like a real business. They don't prospect consistently. They don't invest in leads they give up after a few rejections. But the people who stay, the people who treat it seriously, build incomes that are genuinely life-changing. And the barrier to entry is lower than almost anything else at this level. Here is what it actually takes to get started. Step 1, get your license. In most US states, you can get a life insurance license in 2 to 6 weeks. You take a pre-licensing course. Kaplan Financial is the most popular. It costs around $100 to $200. Then you pass a state exam. Then you submit your application. Total cost to be a licensed life insurance agent in the United States, around $200 to $500, that's it. No degree required, no previous experience required, just the exam and the license fee. Step 2, sign with an IMO. An IMO is an independent marketing organization. It's the company that sits between you and the insurance carriers. They give you access to multiple insurance companies, higher commission rates, and training. The best IMOs will give you a starting commission of 90 to 100% on final expense policies, some even higher. The key is to find one with no upfront fees, good carrier access, and a clean release policy if you want to leave. Step 3, get leads and start dialing. This is where most people either make it or don't. Leads are the names and contact details of people who have shown interest in life insurance. You buy them, or you generate them through social media. Juliano's model was social media first. He posted raw sales calls, rejection videos, behind-the-scenes content every day, multiple times a day. And people came to him, which meant free leads, which meant lower costs, which meant higher profit. We'll talk more about that in the next part. Now let's talk about the part most people skip, because getting licensed is the easy part. The hard part is building a system that actually makes you money consistently. And this is exactly where Juliano did something different from everyone else. Most new agents wait. They wait for their upline to hand them leads. They wait for their IMO to train them. They wait to feel ready. Juliano didn't wait. He picked up his phone and started posting. Every single day, raw calls, rejection, wins, numbers, behind the scenes. No filter, no script, no fancy camera. Just the 18-year-old kid showing people exactly what the grind looked like. And here's why that was genius. When you build an audience around your sales process, you stop chasing leads. The leads chase you. That completely changes the math. A purchase lead costs anywhere from $20 to $60 per person. If you close one out of every 10, and that's a solid close rate, you've spent $200 to $600 just to make one sale. Now compare that to organic social media leads. Someone who finds your content, watches you work, trusts you before they ever pick up the phone. That person is 10 times easier to close, and they cost you nothing but time. This is the model. Content plus sales skills plus consistency. Not one of those three, all three. Now let me talk about the income ceiling, or more accurately, the fact that there isn't one. When you start out, you are probably making $2,000 to $5,000 a month. That's real. That's achievable in your first 90 days if you work it seriously. But here's what most people don't tell you about life insurance. You can build a team. As an agent, you can recruit other agents under you. When they make a sale, you earn an override commission on top of your own sales. Your override is the difference between your contract level and theirs. If you are at 120% commission and you recruit someone at 100%, you earn 20% on everything they sell without making the sale yourself. This is how the top earners in this industry make $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 a month. Not because they are superhuman salespeople, because they built a team. Juliano didn't just sell policies, he recruited agents, trained them, built a downline, and the business started compounding. That is the real opportunity here. Now, is this for everyone? No, I'll be straight with you. If you can't handle rejection, this will destroy you. If you need a guaranteed paycheck every 2 weeks, this will stress you out. If you're not willing to prospect every single day in the beginning, you will quit, like most do. But if you are the kind of person who is willing to be uncomfortable for 12 months in exchange for a completely different financial life, this is one of the most accessible paths to serious income that exists right now. No degree, no startup capital, no connections, just a $300 license, a phone, and the discipline to show up when it's hard. Here is your action plan. 1. Research your state's pre-licensing requirements. Start with Kaplan Financial. 2. Budget $300 to $500 to get licensed. That is your entire startup cost. 3. Find an IMO with no upfront fees, clean release policy, and strong carrier access. Do your research. Read the contract before you sign anything. 4. Start posting. You don't need to be an expert to document the journey. Post the process from day 1. 5. Commit to 90 days before you judge the results. Most people overestimate what they can do in 2 weeks and underestimate what they can do in a year. Juliano started at 18 with nothing. The question is not whether this is possible. The question is whether you are willing to do what most people won't. I'm Carl, and I'll see you in the next one.